Life is a constant stream of new lessons to be learned. These lessons can only be lived through to understand and learn. One cannot learn from a second-hand source about some factors of life. We must learn through our own experience. My life path has been a blessing and a great learning experience. Skateboarding is my passion and I don't see that changing. When I'm not skating, I love to surf. I'm open to the new experiences and opportunities. Every twist and turn in life is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself, your interests, your talents, and how to set and then achieve goals. Life is not about waiting for the storms to pass, it's about learning how to ride in the rain. One of the greatest journeys in life is overcoming insecurity and learning to truly not give a shit. All of the top achievers I know are lifelong learners, looking for new skills, insights, and ideas. If they're not learning, they're not growing and not moving toward excellence. A strong foundation is built on equal parts of patience, persistence, and determination. The most important thing in life is learning to give yourself what you want. Some things cannot be taught, they must be experienced. You never learn the most valuable lessons in life until you go through your own journey. Ford's words very much apply to recovery work. Recovering from addiction is not easy. There are many ups and downs. When one is learning how to navigate life without drugs and alcohol, they are bound to make mistakes and struggle. If you view these difficulties as learning opportunities, they will strengthen your resolve. However, if you look at these struggles as evidence of failure, it will be much harder to remain committed to your recovery. The best leaders are lifelong learners. They take measures to create organizations that foster and inspire learning throughout. The most effective leaders are those who realize it's what you learn after you know it all that counts most. Each life is made up of mistakes and learning, waiting and growing, practicing patience and being persistent. Caring for a child with special needs can be isolating in other ways, too. When one couple learned the little girl they had adopted had autism, the new mom left the workplace to care for her full time. Suddenly, her husband was her only lifeline to the world. My biggest motivation? Just to keep challenging myself. I see life almost like one long university education that I never had. Every day I'm learning something new. People who fail forward are able to see errors or negative experiences as a regular part of life, learn from them, and then move on. They persevere in order to achieve their purpose in life. Learning to love yourself is like learning to walk, essential, life-changing, and the only way to stand tall. I have felt love, and I must say it is the most beautiful thing ever. I learned from being with you that two people might be right next to each other, yet miles apart. I am happy to have met you because you make my life a fantastic testimony. The most successful people in life are the ones who ask questions. They're always learning. They're always growing. They're always pushing. I learned this, at least, by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams, and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Too many of us live with an uncontrolled thought life. It is possible to learn to identify destructive thoughts and make wiser choices. Instead of letting those thoughts rumble freely about in my mind, I make the choice to harness them and direct them toward truth. I learned that focus is key. Not just in your running a company, but in your personal life as well. One of the best lessons you can learn in life is to master how to remain calm. We should learn the true Christmas lesson of gentle, thoughtful kindness to those we love and to all we meet in life's busy ways. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Learning to love yourself is like learning to walk, essential, life-changing, and the only way to stand tall. The secret of success is learning how to use pain and pleasure instead of having pain and pleasure use you. If you do that, you're in control of your life. If you don't, life controls you. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. Life itself is your teacher, and you are in a state of constant learning. The trick in life is learning how to deal with it. May I borrow someone's textbook, please? You cannot learn from books. Replace these pages with life lessons. And then, you will have a book that is worth its weight in gold. To suffer without complaint is the only lesson we have to learn in this life. I don't feel like I wasted years of my life because you lost me after this long. I would rather see it as I learned a lot that would help me as I move on with life, love, and relationships. You cannot stop trusting people in life, but I have learned to be a little bit careful. The way to make people trustworthy is to trust them. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Everybody wants to reach the peak, but there is no growth on the top of a mountain. It is in the valley that we slog through the lush grass and rich soil, learning and becoming what enables us to summit life's next peak. I learned this, at least, by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams, and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Aim for success, not perfection. Never give up your right to be wrong, because then you will lose the ability to learn new things and move forward with your life. Remember that fear always lurks behind perfectionism. I've always wondered where that power came from and whether I could learn how to tap into it on my own, not just on the basketball court but in the rest of my life as well. Fear and failure are always present. Accept them as part of life and learn how to manage these realities. Intuition. Once you have had a narcissist in your life, you must develop your intuition and learn to listen to it and act accordingly. The one thing that I keep learning over and over again is that I don't know nothing. I mean, that's my life lesson. Even if it has not been your habit throughout your life so far, I recommend that you learn to think positively about your body. Winning is great, sure. But if you are really going to do something in life, the secret is learning how to lose. Nobody goes undefeated all the time. If you can pick up after a crushing defeat and go on to win again, you are going to be a champion someday. I've always tried to control everything and every aspect of my life, and this is maybe the biggest lesson I've learned with motherhood. You just can't control everything. And I'm much more relaxed now about unexpected changes and things that happen. People will come and go in your life. Some will come to teach you important life lessons, to hurt you and sue you for their own benefits, but in both cases, you will learn important life lessons which will be with you for the rest of your life. The beauty of life is, while we can't undo what is done, but we can see it, understand it, learn from it and change. God allows us to experience the low points of life in order to teach us lessons we could not learn in any other way. The way we learn those lessons is not to deny the feelings but to find the meanings underlying them. The most important life lesson I've learned: when all else fails, call Dad. Through you, dear, I have learned how important it is to be there for my partner. I'm forever thankful to have you in my life. The purpose of life is to seek out new experiences, to learn, to grow, and to find meaning in every moment. Marketing takes a day to learn. Unfortunately, it takes a lifetime to master. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life: it goes on. If you're a leader and not a learner, you're going to have a really short shelf life. Self-confidence can be learned, practiced, and mastered, just like any other skill. Once you master it, everything in your life will change for the better. Education can never stop. The more we read, the more we learn. The more we learn, the fuller life seems. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept an apology you never got. There is a fountain of youth. It is your mind, your talents, the creativity you bring to your life and the lives of people you love. When you learn to tap this source, you will truly have defeated age. The most important life lesson I've learned: when all else fails, call Dad. Whether you win or lose, looking back and learning from your experience is a part of life. Never resist making new experiences, for experience is the best teacher in life. We learn so much from experience, and we are lucky that life can give us whatever experience could be helpful for our improvement of ourselves. There is divine beauty in learning. To learn means to accept the postulate that life did not begin at my birth. Others have been here before me, and I walk in their footsteps. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. I have learned that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has had to overcome while trying to succeed. Self-confidence can be learned, practiced, and mastered, just like any other skill. Once you master it, everything in your life will change for the better. There are certain life lessons that you can only learn in the struggle. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life: it goes on. 7. Having you in my life is like having both a friend and a teacher. You are there for me when I need you, you know me for my strengths and weaknesses, but I also learn from you. I hope you know how important you are to me in my life. Happy birthday. Life is like a game of chess. To win you have to make a move. Knowing which move to make comes with insight and knowledge, and by learning the lessons that are accumulated along the way. Children like to learn all the courtesies of social life. If one teaches them, they are interested to know how to greet, how to excuse themselves when they pass in front of other people, etc. As one goes through life, one learns that if you don't paddle your own canoe, you don't move. Lessons in life will be repeated until they are learned. You're not going to get very far in life on the basis of what you already know. You're going to advance in life by what you're going to learn. The most successful people in life are the ones who ask questions. They're always learning. They're always growing. They're always pushing. Life is not about waiting for the storms to pass, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. As I work at my drawings, day after day, what seemed unattainable before is now gradually becoming possible. Slowly, I'm learning to observe and measure. I don't stand quite so helpless before nature any longer.